going to go big and then small. So this is something that is universal to all religious traditions in the world, which is the less me there is in the room, the more love there is in the room. And it's a strange thing, right? Because I'm the locus, I'm the place where any feeling I'm having is going to be happening. But the specificity of me and my desires and my wants and needs and my presence and my stories actually takes up a lot of energetic space and a lot of cognitive space. And the more porous I get, just even on a general level, then the more I can be open and present to whatever is already present. And according to the mystics of every single tradition on the planet, what is already always present is that love, that boundless love. So this is why you could swap out the specific nouns and verbs and place names of the writings of all the great mystics, Sufi, Christian, Jewish, Desert Fathers, Hindu, Buddhist. You can kind of swap out the identifying names and lingo, and it seems like the less I, and capital I, this guy is there, then the more. And this is something funny because, in our culture we have this whole thing about love and what love is, and romantic love or sexual love or all these different kinds of love, and the Greeks had their different classifications of love. The kind of master stroke of the Mahayana and into the Vajrayana teachers is being like, oh, I'm noticing that this loving kindness and compassion that the Buddha really wanted his students to cultivate seems to be the exact flavor of my awareness when I am open and available, and when I'm remaining as the infinitely hospitable heart-mind. It's just think about the, compassion on one level is like someone gets an owie, I know how that feels, I'm moved to care, there's an empathic connection. That's one level. But compassion, when blown out further and further, compassion for my own experience, compassion for the world around me, compassion starts to look more like availability. And your awareness is always that infinitely available, infinitely hospitable mind, heart-mind if you like, or heart if you prefer. So yeah, just even on a practical level in practice, and your life, my life, has taught me that the world isn't safe, and my heart isn't safe in the world. And it doesn't feel that way, and I buy it, I get it. I'm not some hippy-dippy Pollyanna person who thinks the world is always super safe. It's not. Newsflash, I know you all know. But just because you don't want someone in your apartment or in your car doesn't mean they can't be in your heart. You have the ability, you have the power to remain open in the openness of the infinitely hospitable heart-mind. And this seems like the more porous I get, the more open I get, even just on the cushion. That's a really smart, even just practically speaking, when sitting, if just try it out. Instead of being like, I'm going to stick with the feeling of the breath here, the feeling of the breath here, or the sensation of this or that, or even the feeling of my body. Try it out. See if you can feel into, even just as a proposition, feel into the space around you. Your brain made a holographic 3D image of this room when you walked in. The proprioceptive sense that happens in your brain. Your spatial awareness. You can, in the same way that I can look into the room around me and see it, you can actually just sit there and feel your way into the room around you. and ambient sounds coming and going in the world around us, they can provide a good clue for that, like the way the room is echoing. And there's no need to even end there. You can just see where it goes. But thank you, that's an outstanding question, and bravo. Yeah, it's a weird kind of twist that, you know, the deeper you go, the less you're there, and then the more kindness and compassion is already there.